Every business on earth runs on one. The food truck on the corner, a law firm, a company the size of Amazon. Every single one depends on a system most people never think about, a system that quietly records every sale, every paycheck, every dollar that moves. And the day that system fails, the business goes blind. Tonight, I want to show you that system, because understanding it is the difference between memorizing accounting and actually running it. That system is called the Accounting Information System. I'm Professor Lamptey. I hold a Ph.D. and I'm a certified information systems auditor and a certified fraud examiner. For years, I've taught this material in the classroom and audited these systems in the real world. And on this channel, I'll make it clear, practical, and exam ready. Here's our plan for the next few minutes. First, what an AIS actually is. Then its 6 building blocks. Then the 3 jobs it does. And finally, the difference between an AIS and an ERP that trips almost everyone up. Let's begin. Let's start with a clean definition and write this one down. An accounting information system collects, stores, processes, and reports financial data so that people can make decisions. Collect, store, process, report. But here's where most people go wrong. They hear AIS and they picture software, QuickBooks, or SAP. The software is only one piece. The very same job runs at a corner shop on QuickBooks and at Amazon on SAP. Same job, different scale. A true AIS is the whole arrangement working together. People, procedures, data, software, technology, and controls. Software alone is not an AIS. Now, the single most important idea in this whole video, the difference between data and information. Data is raw facts, a date, a dollar amount, a customer number. Look at this, 147.50. On its own, it means nothing, but organize it. Customer 2204 bought $147.50 of product on June 30th, and that pushed us past our monthly target. And suddenly, a manager can act on it. Same numbers, completely different value. Turning data into information is the entire job of an AIS. Let's make it concrete. Follow one single sale through the system. A customer buys a pair of shoes for $80. At the register, the AIS collects the data, the item, the price, the time, the payment. That data is stored and it updates everything automatically. Inventory drops by 1, cash rises by $80, the day's sales climb. Then the system processes and reports. A sales report tonight, financial statements at month end. And at every step, something else is happening quietly in the background. The system is protecting that data, making sure the $80 is recorded once, not twice, that nobody can quietly change it, and that it survives even if a computer crashes. Hold on to that idea. It is the heart of everything we study in AIS. So what is an AIS actually made of? 6 components, so learn them cold. 1. People, the users who run it. 2. Procedures, the how. 3. Data, the raw material. 4. Software, the tools. 5. IT infrastructure, the hardware. And 6. Internal controls and security, the protection. Here's the memory trick that saves you on test day. The first 5 run the system. The 6th one protects it. And that 6th one, the one most courses rush right past, is the one the entire ISC exam is built around. We are not going to rush past it. Those 6 parts exist to do 3 things. 1. Collect and store data about the company's activities, its resources, its people. 2. Turn that data into information so managers can plan, execute, control, and evaluate. 3. Provide controls to safeguard the company's assets and the reliability of its data. Look at function number 3 again. Control is not an add-on. It is not the boring part at the end of the chapter. It is one of the 3 core reasons the system exists. That single idea is why an entire CPA discipline, ISC, and an entire profession of auditors exist at all. Now let's clear up the confusion that trips up almost every student. AIS versus ERP. Think of it this way. The AIS is focused on accounting, the financial heartbeat of the company. And ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, is the whole body. It connects every major function. Accounting, yes, but also HR, manufacturing, supply chain, sales, into one system, sharing one database. So the cleanest way to say it, your accounting information system is the accounting piece, living inside the larger ERP. Same data, one organism. We'll open up that ERP in the next video. Let me step back and tell you why this matters. Really matters. Every organization you will ever work for runs on one of these systems, and the accountant's job is changing. You are no longer just the person using the system. You are becoming the person the company trusts to say whether that system can be trusted at all. That is a skill in real demand, and it pays. And on the exam, everything, the ISC discipline, controls, security, SOC reporting, all of it ladders up from the simple definition you learned tonight. Let's lock it in. 60 seconds. An AIS collects, stores, processes, and reports accounting data and protects it along the way. 6 components: people, procedures, data, software, IT infrastructure, and controls. 3 functions: store, inform, and safeguard, and it lives inside the larger ERP. If you can say that back, you already understand more about accounting systems than most people who use one every day. If that made AIS finally click for you, subscribe. This is part 1 of a full series that follows your course, topic by topic, and I'd hate for you to miss the next one. Next, we open up that bigger ERP system and see how the whole thing connects. Study hard. I'll see you there.